Just because the corruption is playing out in public for everybody to see doesn't mean that it's not mass scale corruption. We have never seen anything like this before in American history. And the executive branch is just the latest example of the ways in which this White House is openly and publicly monetizing the executive branch for the enrichment of Donald Trump and his family members.
Ooh, what is he talking about? Well, grifters are going to grift, and the next generation of Trumps are eager to prove to their father that they too are capable grifters. Don Jr., Trump's eldest boy, is doing his best to earn daddy's approval and love. So now he's launching a new club in Washington, D.C. called the Executive. What is it? Oh, I lost it.
Executive.
Yeah, thank you. Where people can hang out and schmooze with members of the Trump administration. So it's a very fancy, very classy move from a family of people who have their own gold guy to gild all of their tacky but very expensive interiors. Yeah, Cenk, I have a lot of thoughts on Trumpian interior decor, but that's not the point of this story. The point isn't even the grift. The point is that this is promoting a more deeply entrenched plutocracy than what we already have, where people with money can blatantly and publicly buy access to influential, powerful leaders, and they're not even hiding it anymore. What do you think?
Yeah, so we got a poll on this that I absolutely love. This is exactly what I would have come up with as actually our producers. So who's more corrupt, Donald Trump Jr. or Hunter Biden? Because as I was looking at this story, and that's in the live chat, shows live 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern every day, Young Turks on YouTube. So yeah, as I was thinking, Hunter Biden's got to be kicking himself. I mean, he's getting $500,000 for a piece of modern art or $5 million for being on a Ukrainian gas board. But that's just nickel and diming, right? These guys got an assembly line of 500,000 after 500,000 from all these people. And in return, you don't have to give them fake modern paintings. You just give them access and insider information and goodies from the American taxpayers. You give me $500,000, I give you $5 million, $5 billion. So Donald Trump Jr., congratulations. You figured out corruption on a much grander scale than Hunter Biden. You must be so proud.
I think he is proud of himself because he doesn't seem very remorseful or apologetic about any of it. But here are some details from Politico that we have about this club that he's opening. Donald Trump Jr., mega donor Omeed Malik, and several other investors are launching an invite-only club that costs more than $500,000 to join, with an exclusive post-White House Correspondents' Dinner gathering, according to an invite obtained by Politico and two people with knowledge of the venture granted anonymity to discuss the private organization. The executive branch is the brainchild of Malik's and the president's eldest son, and their partners at conservative fund 1789 Capital. It will be located in Georgetown, and their goal, the people familiar with the plan say, is to create the highest end private club that Washington has ever had and cater to the business and tech moguls who are looking to nurture their relationships with the Trump administration. The referral requirements and prohibitive pricing is meant to ensure the C-suite crowd can mingle with Trump advisors and cabinet members without the prying eyes of the press and wannabe insiders. The worst. The price tag won't be a problem for Trump's cabinet, given that they are by far the wealthiest in history. Yeah. $500,000 price tag with this. This is what it all comes down to for me. We've all heard the saying that you get as far as you get in life based on who you know, right? It's all about who you know. It's all about access to places where influential people reside, access to money to help you gain access to those places, access to mentors and to resources to help you get to where you want to go in life. You can't marry a rich guy if you don't hang out where the rich guys are, and you can't impress a boss if the boss never gets to see any of your work. But it's kind of just nepotism. Would Don Jr. or even like Jared Kushner be the major political players that they are today if they didn't have very influential and powerful fathers, if they didn't have access to these types of people? It's not merit-based, it's all just access. And now Don Jr. is attempting to monetize that access in a way that feels legitimate, like to him. But even if he wasn't opening this club with this stated purpose, these types of meetings, this pay to play behavior would be happening anyway. But now they're profiting off of it. They're doing it shamelessly and they don't care to hide it because who's going to stop them from doing any of it?
Yeah. So if you're a Republican, please, can you be honest for a second? If Hunter Biden did this and he's like, hey, insiders, come here, pay me $500,000 and I'll give you insider information about the Biden administration, you'd have ripped his face off, right? You would have demanded congressional investigations, you'd demand that he be arrested. So when Don Jr. does it, you're gonna make excuses? Well, maybe, probably. So let me give you a sense of, and if you think Trump's not corrupt, I'll run through this super quick. Elliot Brody, former fundraiser for Trump and GOP, pled guilty to conspiring to violate foreign lobbying laws, pardoned in January of 2021. Justin Sun, crypto entrepreneur, charged with selling unregistered securities and fraudulently manipulating the price of a digital token. Invested $75 million into Trump's family's World Liberty financial venture. SEC, quote unquote, temporarily paused his case against Sun in February of 2025. Trevor Milton, founder of Nikola, convicted of defrauding investors, donated $900,000 to Trump and $750,000 to RFK Jr. After his sentencing. Pardon in March of 2025. And I can go on and on. All these guys charged with white collar crimes and fraud. They pay off the Trump family, and look at that, all of a sudden a pardon materializes. If Joe Biden had done that for people who were paying him off, Republicans would be furious, and rightfully so. And you're mad at Hunter Biden for his scams? Great, we agreed with you here. Now, are you gonna agree about this scam? Well, again, we'll see if they're hypocrites or if they ever meant anything about anti-corruption. But this executive branch nonsense is corruption defined. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.